Hey there, this is Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery. Today we're going to make a scene. It's a winter scene with some things from Dollar Tree and a little bit of wood that I had in the shop. So I want to wait on a couple of people to come on and then we will show you what you're going to need. I've prepared this a little bit just so... Hey Paula Kemp, thank you for coming on. I've prepared this a little bit so we didn't have to do everything on here. Did you have a good day? Hey Rhonda Ball, did you have a good day? Here it's pretty dreary outside and it's starting to get cold. And it's supposed to be raining, but I don't hear the rain on the window like last time. Had a great day. That's good, Paula. Hey, Beth Hurley. Thank you for coming on. We're going to make a winter scene today from some things at Dollar Tree. I have prepared this a little bit. I got a fence board for my bottom base of the scene. Hey, Vicky Fox. I also got one of these little windows here at the Dollar Tree. I've had it in my stash for a while. I did use this. Hey, hey y'all. I saw this on another page. Hey Manny. How are you doing? Hola, ¿cómo estás? I saw this on Lindy's page. And I wanted to use it as well because I thought that was good for the background of the scene, like it's a big church. I also used just some batting, and I'm going to use that for my snow at the bottom. Thank you for telling Shelly Slade to come on, Manny. I appreciate that. This one's going to take a whole lot of y'all's time. Brushing up on your Spanish, huh? Yeah, it's been a while since I've used any Spanish. So I ought to be practicing with you, huh? I used to take it in high school. I took like 4 years and a little bit in college. So you would think I'd be able to speak it fluently, but I have not because I don't use it every day. And there's a lot of Mexicans that live here in Memphis. So I'm surprised that I don't come in contact with it too much. And at work we have this machine that does translating for us, so we don't have to even try. I know a little bit when they talk. I'm like listening to it, but I don't know everything. So you're going to need some batting. It just depends on how big you want to make your scene. I did put this on here. I did secure it with screws, and they went directly into this, and this is really plastic. It's not wood. So hey, Diana Starkey. So I just, you know, took the drill and drilled up and through there just so it would hold it on very good. And that's going to be the background. I also bought some of this and I cut it to fit. I speak Spanish 24/7, and when I see my family, I'm a wreck. Well, at least you're bilingual. So, anyway, I cut this. This was at the little section of miniatures that is in Walmart, and I did cut this. I got 2 pieces to go on either side. I also got this little guy here, and I think they came, hey Janet Sherman, these came in a package together. All 3 of these, I've got one in my hand here. These 3 in a package. This came in a package by itself. Also, this came in a package by itself, so I'm going to use it to go in the center. I felt like it needed a couple of trees, so I did buy, these came in a pack of 2, and I think I got them at the Dollar Tree together. So this came from the Dollar Tree. This window came from the Dollar Tree. This came from Walmart, like I said, along with the people. This came from the Dollar Tree, and it was an ornament. And I took the greenery that was off of the top here. I took it off because I didn't think that it went very well with it. So I took that off because I don't want it on there. So, also I needed a snowman. And they had a snowman, but it was like really huge. So I decided to use 3 little balls that I had to make a snowman. And I got me a little piece of fabric that I'm going to put around his neck once I paint him. But we need to paint him white. And I also got this, and I took the hanger off of it. I got this last year at Hobby Lobby when it was on sale for really cheap for about 5 or 6 in a package. I did take that off. I'm going to use hot glue and just glue it to the center here. I had taken this piece off, and there's a little dot left of the glue. It probably will come off if I try to do that, but I figured if I put the wreath on top of here that you wouldn't see that anyway. So I'm going to use the hot glue and try to glue it to here. Hopefully that'll hold it. If it doesn't, then we can use some string and put the string back on here and then hang it from the top of this. But I hate to do that. I just kind of want it to be sitting on there. So, what we need to do first, I want to go ahead. I used this to put this on. To put this on here. It doesn't do very well. I don't know why. It's got a little bit of metal in between, so I was trying to do it in between there, so it may use some glue. And then you can try to do it also with the stapler, because for whatever reason this is very soft, because this piece is a fence board and it is very soft. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue under here. I wasn't sure if hot glue would hold it completely because it kind of is strong there. So we're just going to see if it works by putting this on here. Hey Janet, thank you for coming on. Manny's trying to get you to come on here to watch this. Vicky Fox. So that does make it a little bit better to put the glue on there. I'm going to try to just glue the other side, and we're going to glue this piece under here. That way it just is flush and you don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to flip this over, and we're just going to put a little dab of glue on the very end here all the way down, because it will go up under there. And I'm just going to do it all the way across. And then we're going to take this and we're just going to flip it around right here on the edge. And we're going to glue that just like that. And that way you don't see that part. And then it's going to look like that. And once you get this side, it won't look bad right here on the edge. I just kind of cut it the way my board was once I got this piece on there. Let's see, just got here. Where did you purchase your window? I got this at the Dollar Tree back in the summertime. I had 2 or 3 of them. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I saw this on Tater Buggin'. That's Lindy's site. She had this idea for a scene, but she did something different than I did. But I'm just using this portion that's her idea for using this, so I thought it was a good one. So I'm going to give her credit where credit's due. So we're going to try to glue this one on without trying to put it, stapled on there, because this was kind of difficult. Hey, Vera Siegel, just getting to join. That's okay. We're just getting started. I was just telling everybody that I got this window at the Dollar Tree, and I screwed it to the bottom of this fence board that I cut as big as I wanted the scene to be. And this is about right, so you can just set it up on a shelf. I went ahead and I glued this, and I also used a couple of staples to put this onto the side. And I'm going to do the other side, but we're going to keep the front just plain like it is. And so we're going to just see if this is going to work. I already bent it the way I needed it. It does bend easily. And I did have a piece left over. I'm going to try to put a little bit of glue on each one of these slats, and we're just going to see if we can glue it on here. and see if it's just easier, because some people may not have one of these staple guns, so we may have to glue anyway, or you don't even have to get this. Hopefully I'm doing this quick enough so it doesn't dry. So we're just going to hold this for a second. Hey, Donna, Scipio, thank you for coming on. Liz Eggleston and Pat, Miss Pat, thank you so much. We are putting a scene together that's out of Walmart items and Dollar Tree items, along with a piece of wood that I cut. Thank you for painting the page, Donna. So let's see if this works. It looks like it's working here. Let me put a little bit right here where I had cut the greenery, and we want to put this back on here. Let me see, because it kind of came off there. Let me hold it up so everybody can see. But it did glue on there pretty good. I'm just putting this one little piece right here back. And this is the way that it looks so far. So this will be our scene. Hey, Faith, thank you for coming on. Thank you for the blessings. We need that in today's time. So this is what it looks like right here. And so I'm just going to set this down. Let me lean it just a little bit. That way you can see a little better. So we don't need this since it did glue. I just wasn't so thinking that it was going to do that. So let's just see. Let me make sure I know where this is going to go, because the bottom's going to cover up that little spot where I took that sign off. I can't remember what it said. Let me see which side looks the best of this. I don't guess it really matters. We're going to just take some glue, put a generous amount of glue here on the top and on the bottom. And then we're just going to take this and we're going to do it like this. And squish it just a little bit to hold it. Thank you so much for saying it's cute. And I just want this for the bottom, or for the back. And let's see what we can do. We're going to put a little bit more glue right here where this is attached to here. All right, hold on. All right. I was wondering if this was going to work. Let's see if we can push it in a little bit more. Hey, Vera Siegel. Is it cold where everybody is? It's starting to get cooler here. It should get in the 40s and 50s during the night. But in the daytime, it's been up to 70. Now you can put some plastic. I really was going to get the Dollar Tree cutting board. I don't know if y'all have seen that or not. It's clear. Do you do your crafts in the craft room? Yes. No, not always. Not always. Just when I do my lives. This is the best place to do them, but I haven't really done that. I watch television and I'll do stuff cool and windy in Texas. All right, so this is what we have so far. Right here. Weather about the same here in North Carolina. I think it's more warm than it usually is. And last year I remember at Halloween that it was kind of warm out there. I almost didn't even need a jacket when I was giving out candy. So it's really bizarre. Now you can glue down your items. Did you miss the Santa on the dish towel? No, ma'am. Miss Vera, I'm going to do it Friday. I'm going to show you what you'll need, and I'll tell you about that. Arkansas has a bit chill in the air. Yeah, us too, Rhonda. Today especially, since the rain's coming in, it's starting to get colder here, even at night. So, what I was going to say is, my trees, and all of the things that are going to go on this scene here, you can glue those down, or you can just have them sit here because they sit perfectly fine. If you're not going to move it around a lot, you do not have to put any glue on the bottom. And I just noticed these don't have, they've got just a plain bottom to them, so it's easier to glue if you want to do that. So I'm going to just put one on either side here, and this will take up the room. So this is what we have so far. Just like this. Thank you, Donna. I liked the wreath too, and I had that left over from my stash. You know, when you get like 90% off at Hobby Lobby, they had a pack of like 5 or 6 of these, and so I got it for really cheap. So I still have some for other projects. So, I just thought this would be good. You're going to need some white paint. I'm going to move this over to the side just a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and paint the snowman that I made out of the little balls. I did have the bottom one a flat piece. That way it would sit. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. Fall has come in New Jersey. Usually it's warm for Halloween, but it's cold and rainy. Well, I think it's going to be colder here for Sunday as well. I really do. So, what we can do, don't forget, you can use this shish kebab skewer, which we're going to have to do the bottom part. You can hold on to it this way. That way it's easier to paint. Or you can get a piece of, let's see if this will work. This one is a little bit tighter, so it's easier if you want to use a brush. Let's see. I still want it a little bit tighter. Let's see what we got here. That's still the same. Okay, this one holds it tighter. That way you can hold it down here and be able to paint it better. So, we're going to paint it white. And then we'll put him a little face on there. If I didn't take my orange out of here, I'll have to see. I've got plenty of paint, as y'all saw last time looking at everything that I have. Got a little piece of fuzz or something on here. As long as I don't stick my arm in it. Love when you give tips. Yeah, I don't mind giving tips. This is very easy. I think it would be better for everybody if you're able to hold it. If it's still too little under here, then it's going to flap everywhere. And see, I just glued these together with hot glue. And then you're just going to paint over that portion. And you can use paint, or you can use buttons for the little buttons on the front of him. And I probably will just do paint since this is small. But I do have some tiny buttons that I probably could use for that. I don't know what I've done with it. I think I put them on the other side. This is actually a kitchen island. I got the idea from the Turquoise Valentine, Lee. She has a table just like this. And I wanted one because I didn't have any room in here. I was going to use the table behind me. And it's just not big enough. So I just use it to display stuff on. Alright. We're not going to put a hat on this because it's so small that we're probably not going to be able to. So what I've done, and she also gave this idea at the Turquoise Valentine, so I'm going to tell y'all because I know some of you. This is just a jar that I got at Hobby Lobby. And then I got this lid that has holes in it at Dollar Tree. There's 2 in a pack. And you can put these in here and you can paint all of your little balls like this if you're wanting to make a long string of balls with something on the end of it. And so I'm just going to stick this in here. It is a brush. So, let me move those out of the way. But we just want it to dry while we finish everything else up. So I'm going to set that aside. So what we're going to do is, I thought because the tree is shorter over here and this is taller over here. Let me put it back in the scene here. Then I'm going to put the church, and I think they're both the same. They're both the same on both sides, except this one has a little hole right here, so that must be the front. Okay, so I'm just going to set it right here, and you don't have to glue it down like I said. You do not. You can just set it right here. And then I just wanted to put this scene, because this looked like, you know, just a Christmas scene with snow and everything. So I got this. Love the island idea. I do too. It was excellent. So all of my stuff I've stashed on the other side. It has 2 shelves on it. It's from IKEA, but I had already gotten it. So we're going to put this just kind of in the middle right here and do it outward, because when you put this on a mantle or on a shelf, you're going to be able to see it from this direction. I don't think we can get a big enough place to craft. I know it. If I had a bigger room than this, I would probably still look this way. You know, it would have so much stuff in here. I just have no idea. So, we're going to put this right here. And this kind of like, actually we'll put this one over here because he looks like he's about to throw it. And this one we're going to put down here, and this one right here. And let me put it close so y'all can see it. And that's the church and the trees behind here. And all of that. So we need to see if our snowman is ready. If it's not, then we can use it. Use the heat gun. Let's see. It's pretty dry. It didn't take very long. Thank you, Miss Pat. We'll just make sure. All right. So, we're going to take it off of this. There we go. And we're going to take a little bit of black. We're going to make the face. And let me see if I've got my orange in here. I do have my orange. So we're going to just put a little dab of that. I put more than a dab, but that's okay. I'll be fixing it back up. Let's see here. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is the nose. And I want to look at this to see how it's going to sit here. Let me see. So to me, this looks like the front. I don't know why. It may just slightly be bent backwards. I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is take the middle here. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to do like this. Okay? So that's going to be our nose right there. And that's all we're going to have to do for that. I'll get my drink out of the way. And then we're going to take it and we're just going to make little dots for eyes. Love it. Would be beautiful painted blue. In an area for a little ice skating. Yeah, it would be cute. Y'all have good ideas too. So I'm just going to take a little bit of black. And we're just going to put a little eye. Just like this. Okay. And then I'm going to do just like this time. Instead of drawing a line, this is what I'm going to do. So, let me blow on it just a little bit. I might have to get the gun over here again. I don't want the eyes to, I'll have to move it around. I don't want it to drip down. That's the bad thing. I'm going to try to lean it this way. I love when you make faces. Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I really like the little polka dots for eyes and stuff like that. The little beady eyes, they're the cutest to me. Alright, this is almost dry. I just don't want the eyes to drip. Your painting is beautiful. Yes, ma'am, Miss Sherman. Pretty much. I don't know how I learned to paint. My friend Rhonda Roberts, she taught me a few things, and some of it just kind of comes naturally. I don't know how I've done it, but I started years ago. She and I used to work at Walmart, and right here in Memphis, off of, it was 950, it's off of Sycamore View. We had Walmart. Now it's a, like, I don't know what you call that. It's a Bass Pro. Bass Pro Shop is in there now. All right, so what we're going to do is put this around the neck, and I'm just going to tie it here, and then I'll show it to you once I get it around here. I'm just going to tie it kind of in a knot. But we made some really good things together, and Walmart would give us whatever we needed for free to decorate, and we used to do that. Ouch. Boy, don't put these in upside down. They hurt. Poked my finger. Let me get all these little fuzzies off of here. This is not a really good material for this. But it was green and I thought it was cute. So you can do it this way. If you want to, you can like make it go down so it looks more like a snowman. And I might do that. Let me just put a little dab on the front. Hey, Robin Campbell. So we're just going to put a little dab right here. Where's Miss Elaine at? She's not on here. She was trying to get everybody on the crafting page to come over here and watch. But I don't know if she might get in trouble. So I don't want her to get in trouble. But this is what this snowman looks like up close. And I'm going to take him and I'm going to put him right over here on this side. I'm going to move the church just a little bit. And we're going to put it right there. And like I said, you don't have to. So this is what it looks like. Just like this. And I'm just going to put it down. So everybody can do this. It doesn't take a whole lot of crafting to do it. You just have to buy your supplies, and you can get a piece of wood in probably Dollar Tree, as a matter of fact. I'm not sure if they have the wide one or not, or if it's just the thinner pieces of wood. I have seen stuff besides this that I had shown y'all. They've got other wood pieces in there. So either you can make a base with other items from the Dollar Tree. I know they've got long, thin ones. I did buy that. I don't know what I did with it, though. I lose everything at least once. Could also put the rolled out fake snow. Yes, you could. I just used this because I didn't want to have to glue anything down, and I could change my scene if I want to. But when I bought the church, I thought about doing a scene. And then Lindy did hers, but she did this and a little tree over here, a different tree. And I thought that I wanted to do this. So this is what I did with it. So I did a little bit different. Okay. Now today I did something different. Besides this today, at work, the wood cutting, but yes, the wood cutting board. That's a good idea from the Dollar Tree. You're exactly right, Miss Pat. That would be great for this. Mine's just a little bit bigger than that, but not much. You're right. Hey, Minnie Duncan, thank you for coming and watching. I just finished the scene, and I'm going to pull it up so everybody can see it one more time, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do on Friday. Hey, Christy Orso, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And if you want to, you can put the plastic on the back of this and put some little lights from the Dollar Tree on there. I did not do that with this one, but I was just going to tell y'all, y'all probably could do that. You could cut it out with the cutting board and just put it on the back of here and then put lights on there. Lindy had put lights on the back of hers, but she used paper, like sheet music paper, on the back of this, and then she put lights on the back of hers. So anyway, So I wanted to do this quick craft and not have to keep y'all on too long, but I wanted to show you the towel up close and the towel that I used. I also, on my website today, www.hummingbirdpaintery.com, that I put on there a pattern for the Santa. So please tell me if it works. I had to get somebody to change the way I did it. She sent it to me one way and I couldn't get it to save on my pictures. So I'm hoping that when you print this out that it'll print properly. I did make it probably a little bit smaller, but not much, for the Santa. It is just one page, so you'll only have to print one page and then you can cut it out. I did draw the whole Santa on there real quick at work. And then I had the girl send it to me in email. So I did put it on there. I also put the angel wings. I did not forget. Someone asked me about the angel wings that I used with the little angel that had the big eyes. It was made out of the little dust broom. So I put those on there, and I put 2 different sizes. And I also made a bigger size that I had made with the angel that was from the mop head. So let me show you the towels, and I'll show you a little bit of something, okay? Now I bought, these are the tea towels. I call them tea towels anyway, but they're a cotton towel that I got at IKEA, okay? It's really thin, okay? This one's thin. You can do this on any towel. This is just cotton, and it paints up really well, okay? And I thought, when I saw this with a red stripe on it, I saw Santa Claus, okay? So I thought, I've got to paint a Santa Claus on there. And so I did, all right? But this, it comes, and they're together. You saw me just undo this. See how it's together like this? It comes in this big thing. It has a million of them. They are 79 cents, okay? But these are some of the best towels to dry your stuff with. So I got several of them because I wanted to use some of them anyway. But I wanted to paint Santa on one. And I'll show you some of the paints that I have. You can get them at Walmart. And I found out that their brand is really pretty good. Also, So Soft paint that's for fabric. Yes, very fitting for a Santa. I agree with you, Miss Pat. So, the ones at Walmart are good. Also, the ones at Hobby Lobby are really good for the paint. So, let me go over here behind the door and get a couple of those things of paint to show you. Okay. All right. These are some different ones. They did not have all the colors that I needed on here. If you don't have a color that you want, okay, they do have red, green, some yellows. It may even be 2 kind of yellows. I'm not really sure. See how this is a Christmas green? This is called Tulip fabric paint. This is from Walmart. Okay, these are really good. They're fairly smooth, they're soft, and I'm going to show you how it looks. And that way, you will be able to do it on Friday with me, okay? Make sure that y'all let me know if y'all cannot get on the website to get that. I can email you that because I still have it on my phone. Okay, this folk art fabric paint, this is not a color that I use very often, but it's kind of a bluish, kind of turquoise color. This one is very sticky, okay? I found that I don't like this one that much. I will use it, and if you can put white with it, because the white that's this one is okay, but the colors are tacky. So it's really kind of hard to work with. They're very sticky, okay? This is from Hobby Lobby, I do believe. This right here is from Hobby Lobby as well. This is Fabric Creations, and it's from, just says plaid. So I'm not really sure, but this is over in the section, kind of with the boas and all of that. Right in front of that section is where these are. There's a little container that's about like this big and about that wide, and it's got different colors in it. They do not offer a ton of colors, okay? I found that the Walmart is better, the Tulip is, and the So Soft. If you get a So Soft paint, they're excellent, okay? But I cannot find them. I found one or two on Amazon. I found a white and maybe a brown. But they didn't have other colors. And you really, you know, if you could get all of those. I used to get those at Walmart ages ago, and they don't carry that anymore. I'm surprised that they even carry any fabric paint at Walmart, but they do. So this is great stuff right here, okay? So this is what you're going to need. You're just going to need red, white, black, and blue if you want to make the eyes blue, or you don't have to. And also, if you know, paint the creamy color for the peachy color for the face. I'm thinking Amazon also for the So Soft. Yes, ma'am, Vicky Fox. I found a few of them on there, but they don't have a whole lot, okay? All right, so let me tell you about this towel. This was the easiest thing to paint on. You see how it's very soft and pliable and everything else? That's what you want. If you use, say, this color, say they didn't have an orange, let me give you a tip, okay? You're going to have to use this. There is a thing called fabric medium, okay? It comes in a liquid. It kind of just looks like creamy liquid is all it is. It's called fabric medium, so take down that because that's for anything that you cannot get the color, okay? So you use a good bit of that though, because I've noticed if I use just a little bit, even though it goes on there and it will not come off, it's harder. And it would be okay for like shoes, to do Santa shoes or whatever you wanted to do. But see how this one is just so soft and easy to do. And you can do it like that. And it's not hard at all, okay? All of these have done that. All of these are actual fabric paint. But if you have to use the fabric medium and then the craft paint of any kind, then make sure you use a good portion of your fabric medium. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard still. But this one turned out really well. I just started painting this. You're going to see this. I hardly ever make any kind of pattern when I paint. I just start painting. And I started with his face. Okay? So, that was the easiest part for me to do. You would think it'd be the hat. But, the hat actually was second. I don't know. I just started doing it. So thank you so much, Paula. I love this Santa. I like old world Santas. I just started to paint and I just love it. So I wanted to tell you something else also. For people that are interested in purchasing one of these, you can purchase it on my website. It's going to be $25. That is with shipping. If you want one. But let me tell you, this is a very thin towel, okay? So when you're painting on it, it's going to go through the towel. Can you give the colors once more? Yes, Vicky. You're going to need black, red, blue if you want to paint the blue eyes. You can do whatever color blue that you want to. I chose a lighter blue because that's what I think Santa has anyway. And then you're going to use the peach color, white, and I think that's it on there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, yeah. I think that's it, Vicky. I can post it as well. But it's just everything that you see here. And of course the background is white, so you're just having to almost go around the edges with the black a little bit to show his beard and his top of his hat. So anyway, for anybody that is interested in purchasing one, see how this is the back of it, okay? You're going to see this because it's very thin. If you look close enough, you almost could look through this towel. You don't have to get this towel, But I'm not wanting it to use or anything. I just want this decorative. And when you put this over, you cannot see through here. And you're not going to see this portion that much because you're going to have that hanging like on in your kitchen on the oven door. And so you're not going to be able to see that. And you can take this tag off. Of course, it comes with this long tag. It's ridiculous. But you can cut that portion off. So I'm just wanting to tell everybody ahead of time, you know, that the towel is thin and you're going to see the back of it. And I've even painted on blue jeans and you see the back of it. So if anything shows, then you want a fabric that's thicker. And you can try to do it lighter, but when you're blending colors like the cheeks, then you're going to be pressing down to try to mix that. Okay, so when you do that, to make it look just like this, then it's going to go through the fabric. Okay, so I just want to warn anybody that's interested in doing that and for you to know. Because even shoes, when you paint that and they're canvas, okay, you can see through the inside. But nobody's going to see the inside of your shoe because your foot's in there. So it's not going to, you know, be bothersome. It's just like a jacket. You're not going to see the back or the inside of the back because you're having it on you. So it's not going to be anything. So I just want to warn everybody ahead of time so you don't think you've done anything wrong, because that's the way it is. It would look great with a sweatshirt. Yes, that's for sure. And it does. It's better on sweatshirts because it's thicker. You are right, Vera. I have painted on many sweatshirts. Is this the Santa for jean jacket? Yeah, you can do it on a jean jacket. I'll show you my jacket. I don't know if you're interested in seeing it now, but I'd have to go get it out of my closet that I wore last year. Thank you for saying that it's an awesome Santa, Miss Pat. So does anybody have any questions about any of this? Because when we come on Friday, you know, I'll be showing you how to paint this. And hopefully you can do one on your own. But you can get the pattern on my website. It's under the patterns. You'll see it at the very end of the website. And if you're interested in buying one, you're certainly able to do that. All I have on there, though, to purchase is PayPal. So hopefully you have that. If you don't, I have Venmo, but it's my personal account. So I did not attach that. It's supposed to be able to do both of them, but I'm not sure. So if anybody has any questions about this, you can either personally message me or you can talk to me right now. And then we will come on Friday and I'll show you how to paint this. Now, I know that some of this is difficult, you know, to do. Not everybody can paint. I do know this, but I feel like that everybody with a pattern could probably try this. You can get something and try to, you know, you can go out to the edge here. I know everybody's not going to be able to do it just right, but you certainly can try. And it's fun anyway, no matter what it turns out. And this is only 79 cents at IKEA if you have those, or if you go to Walmart and just purchase one. But this is really good material to paint on. Even though it's thin, it's really good because it's a cotton material. So I really like it, even though it's thin, because you're not going to see it. See, you could just fold it and it would be really pretty. Or you could put it over something or just lay it there. I just love this. I love this Santa. Now, I did invite Barb to come on Friday night. I know some of y'all watch Barb with the Shabby Tree, and I did invite her, so hopefully she'll come on. Because I know that she comes on late on Friday nights, thank goodness, so I can get my stuff done at 6. How did you set it? It doesn't need setting. This is it. Because you're using fabric paint, this is what it's for. This is to put on any fabric. And so it will stay. If you were to wash this and you thought, oh my goodness, I forgot, well, it's not going to come off because you have painted on it. But like I said, when you're painting on there, you're going to be pushing the fabric paint into the fabric. So it's going to be, you know, in there really well. But it doesn't matter. You don't have to set it. You don't have to put anything on top of it. You don't have to do anything. This is what it is. And it will stay on there even with washing. Okay? Where when Barb did the shoes and she did the glue and all of that for it, the Mod Podge, that all stuff will come off when you wash it. Unless maybe it's the fabric kind. I did buy some, but I've never used that, so I don't know if it works or not. Only she does, I guess. Let me put this up some so I don't have to bend my neck. This is about to drive me crazy. If I do this, I can see y'all better. But I look funny. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. I wish that it went down a little bit further. But this, I can't figure it out how to do it. I'm going to have to get me a different kind so I can set it a little bit lower, and then my glasses will be the right angle. So, does anybody have any questions about the Santa Claus? Or do you want to see anything else? Do you want to see the Santa on my jacket? I can always bring that on Friday night. You don't have to stay and you know, watch it now. So that's fine. I was hoping I'd see my son on here. Everything has stopped. I don't know why. All the comments. So I don't know if anybody said anything in the past minute or something. Hopefully it'll move in a minute. But I wanted to tell y'all all about that Santa, and, you know, if you want anything. I'm going to try to make some kits up. I'll make some smaller things, so if anybody wants to paint anything, we can just cut those out, and I'll sell those on my website as well. You froze up for a minute. Well, that's okay, Vicky. At least I see your comment now, and I saw Paula Kemp's thank you for sharing. But I'm trying to help you as much as I can with the painting. And hopefully everybody will learn something and you'll be able to do it yourself no matter what. I do like selling things, but I also just like to help everybody else as well. Froze up for a minute, but it's back. Okay, yeah, it froze because I didn't see anybody's stuff moving. So, I think Facebook has just really been having a problem lately. I don't know about freezing up. I think it's been doing that for everybody. It's not just me. Thank goodness, because I thought something was going on. But I don't know. I hear the rain coming in. As long as I still have utilities, I'm good. And I've got my phone on the charger because I drove home and went and got me a barbecue and everything. Yeah, I guess my son couldn't come on here tonight. He tends to come on here on Wednesdays for whatever reason. His schedule must be good for that. So, well, it's frozen up again. So I guess I'll let everybody go, and I will see you on Friday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, and we'll paint this cute little Santa right here, and you can paint it all. You're all good. Thank you for sharing your time with us. You're welcome, Miss Pat. And I hope everybody will be here on Friday to do the Santa. We're expecting rain and high winds tonight in Georgia. Yeah, y'all stay safe too, girl. So see, finally, Christy Orso, you're welcome. Finally, I'm seeing things move again. You're welcome, and I'll see you on Friday too, Diana. And everybody have a good night and be safe if you're having storms. Thank you so much for being part of Hummingbird Paintery, and thank you for painting the page. I appreciate it. And check out those patterns if you want a pattern to try this. And y'all have a good day. Thank you, or a good evening now. Bye-bye.